Have you ever prayed, waited, believed, yet heard nothing? No answer, no clarity, just silence. If so, you may not be stuck. You may just be in a winter season. Today, we're talking about the winter season of life and how to walk through it without losing your faith. So, what is a winter season? Winter represents a time of spiritual silence where you might feel distance or silence from God. It's a season of rest, reflection, and deepening your trust in God during hard times. Winter can feel like a stripping away, losing, endings, feeling stuck or unseen. But winter is not God punishing you. It's not proof that you miss God, and it's not spiritual failure. Just as the earth lays dormant during the winter season, God works beneath the surface. Many times, we confuse winter seasons with rejection or punishment, but winter is often a place of refining and not God's rebuke. First, winter slows us down so God can do a deeper work in us. In busy seasons, we rely on momentum. We rely on our natural instincts, our go-to-it, our talents, our skills. We rely on them. But some things God is developing in us cannot grow in fast seasons. Dependency on God, intimacy with God, relationships with God and others, trusting, our faith, perseverance. Second, winter reveals what we've been leaning on. It's the season comforts get stripped away, distractions fall away, and your faith is refined. Winter exposes where our confidence has been and gently redirects us back to God. 2 Corinthians 4:16 through 18 tells us, "For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." Winter strips what can't go with us into our next season. Third, winter prepares us for future fruitfulness. Winter seasons are not God's absence, but His invitation to slow down, trust deeper, and allow Him to prepare us for the fruit that is yet to come. John 12:24, until a grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it produces much grain. So what may feel like abandonment, punishment, silence, loneliness, may be God refining your identity, growing your roots deeper, and developing your dependency on Him. What God is doing in the winter. First, God is pruning. John 15, 1 and 2 tells us that pruning is necessary for fruitfulness. Pruning doesn't mean rejection. It means preparation. Second, God is teaching dependency on Him. Psalms 23 reminds us that the Lord is our shepherd, and the shepherd is the keeper of his sheep. He knows where they're at. He knows what they need, and all provision comes from the shepherd. And when one gets separated from the flock, we have a shepherd that leaves the 99 and goes after the one. So that one can be isolated and feel alone and lost and in a place of why and what, Lord, where are you? And He's saying, I'm right here. You may not can see me. You may not even can feel me, but I'm right here. I got you. I left the 99 for you. So it lets you know that I'm for you and not against you in the winter season. Number 3, God is strengthening your roots. Deuteronomy 31:6 reminds us that God never leaves us nor forsake us. We're never alone. Roots grow deeper in winter, not the leaves, because in the wintertime, we know that everything goes dormant into hibernation and everything looks dead. But beneath that ground, during that winter time, during that dormant time, there's a renewing going on. There's a turning of the soil and a turning of the roots and a growing process that's taking place, so that when the next season comes in, spring, things begin to blossom and bloom again. You don't get out of winter by striving. You get through winter by trusting. Psalms 37:7. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Be still and wait patiently. Right after Christmas, I got sick, and I found myself getting upset because I knew it would affect my being able to videotape and start the year out. And what I learned is that God was saying, I'm not in the striving. That is important, but your health is more important. And I had to realize that I have to stop and pause, that life, winter months are going to happen, and it's going to alter what you had planned. And it's okay, because God is a God that can multiply time. God is a God that can take what we feel like is causing us to lose ground, and He can give us and increase our time and our ground. So in closing, if you're in a winter season right now, know that God has not forgotten you. The silence does not mean absence, and dormancy does not mean death. So don't rush your winter season. Don't resist God in your winter season, because it's preparing you for what's next. And next week, we will be stepping into spring, the season of renewal and new beginnings. But remember, winter always comes before new life. And God allows winter not to delay us, but to develop us for the next season of growth. I pray a blessing over you this week. I pray that if you are in a winter season, that you will pause, you will reflect, you will draw in to God, and you would allow Him to bring comfort, peace, to prune where there needs to be pruning, to bring comfort, to draw you close in intimacy. And remember, God sees you, God hears you, and God is not finished with your story.
소비